I don't think the decision came out of the blue. I know there are a lot of security concerns around the game. The immediate reaction, obviously, has been, oh, it's a day of shame for Aston Villa. I don't think the club have a choice once the police or the security advice say you can't have a game with away fans, then they can't go against that. So I don't have any complaints from the club point of view. And to be honest, I would agree with the decision that to have sort of 3 or 4 thousand Jewish people in and around Aston roaming about throughout a match day and beyond, I don't think they would be safe. But that goes into other issues. It's not really a football issue from that point. It's very, very depressing, very worrying. But I think if you spoke to anyone Jewish, I don't think they would be surprised or particularly puzzled at that assertion. I mean, I've been going to Aston Villa for 30 something years, often with a kippah, visibly Jewish. I've never had any problems. I don't believe there's anyone associated with Aston Villa who would be attending the game who would have any problems with Maccabi Tel Aviv fans in the ground. I think this is an external issue. Villa Park is very much part of the community. It's set within Aston. Anyone who's been will know it's very, very difficult to sort of police off that entire area. And obviously fans aren't just going for the game, they're coming, they're flying, they'll be there all day. So the security concerns are very valid, and I would probably endorse them wholeheartedly. But I think, why have we got to this point where thousands of Jews aren't safe to congregate in the second city? The idea that there'll be thousands of Israelis flying in for this game is probably a little misleading. I suspect a lot of the tickets, away tickets, would be bought by Jewish people within London, Birmingham, Manchester, who have an opportunity to have an Israeli flag in a public space, be proud of their identity, their Jewish identity, be proud of Israel, and would go. I know lots of people had asked me about the game who weren't Israeli, weren't Maccabi Tel Aviv supporters, supported other clubs in England, but wanted to go to the game as an opportunity. In the same way, if a Turkish club came, the Turkish diaspora would, etc. So this idea that we're only discriminating against Israelis here is completely untrue. A vast swathe of that support would be Jewish people from the United Kingdom. I'm pretty sure now Prime Minister's weighed in. Obviously, Aston Villa also have a representative of the royal family as part of the fan base, which he's not going to get involved, but it does provide an extra public relations element to it. I'm fully expecting that there will be some sort of compromise reached where a few hundred Tel Aviv fans, probably women, children, that type of fan, are allowed into the ground with enormous police protection. And then the game will pass off peacefully and everyone can tick the box saying, oh, look, we did it. Fantastic. What a wonderful country we are. We managed to get a few hundred Israelis in. And the media will move on. But obviously it's raised issues that I don't think we can move on from that simply.
so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.